I made this gorgeous pizza in my home oven, and the only equipment I used was a mixing bowl, sturdy spoon, and a baking steel. In this video, I want to demonstrate that it's not necessary to overthink this whole pizza thing. You can make absolutely amazing pizza, like this little guy here, using pretty much no extra tools or equipment. Good Lord, that's hot. That's really hot. This recipe uses simple, easy to find, and affordable ingredients, and the dough only takes 10 minutes of your time to make. Let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need 350 grams of all-purpose flour, 225 grams of room temperature water, 1 teaspoon instant yeast, 10 grams of salt, and 10 grams of olive oil. In a large mixing bowl, add your water and yeast and give it a little mix. Then add your flour, salt, and olive oil. Now mix it with a sturdy spoon until all the flour is incorporated into the dough. Now I'm going to spend 2 to 3 minutes kneading it in the bowl until it becomes a little too sticky to easily work anymore. At that point, I'll cover it up and let it rest for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'll grease a work surface with some olive oil and transfer my dough to it. Then I'll knead for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. At that point, I'm going to transfer it back to my bowl, cover it, and let it rest at room temperature for 2 hours. At this point, I'll divide my dough into 2 equal portions. You can just eyeball it, but if you have a scale, you might as well use it. Now I'll ball it up, gently pulling the dough apart and then folding it back onto itself, rotate 45 degrees, and repeat until a nice taut ball forms. That will go into a grease container with a lid into your fridge for 24 to 48 hours, depending on when it's time for you to make pizza. Ideally, you'll take your dough out 2 hours before it's time to make pizza with it so that it can warm up. You're going to want to bake this pizza on a preheated pizza steel or stone at whatever your oven's max temp is, so 500 to 550 degrees. Give your oven a good hour to preheat for best results. To stretch out the dough, I like to flour a work surface and plop my dough down on it. Then I'll degas the whole thing, except the rim. That'll become your crust. Now I'll hold the dough firmly in place with one hand and stretch with the other. Rotate and stretch and repeat until you get your desired sized pizza shell. Then I'll throw a little semolina or cornmeal down on my pizza peel, followed by my stretched dough. This will help the peel release the pizza when it's time to put it in the oven. Then just top it how you like. Now I'll land my pizza onto that preheated pizza steel. If you don't have a pizza peel, you can get by with using an upside down sheet pan or a cutting board with a little semolina or cornmeal on it. It's not ideal, but it'll get the job done. This is going to bake for 6 minutes at your oven's highest temperature. After that, set your oven to broil to finish the pizza for the last 1 to 2 minutes. When the pizza comes out, immediately transfer it to a cooling rack so that the heat can dissipate for a few minutes before cutting. This will help keep your crust super crispy. Then just cut and enjoy. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.